Good afternoon, everyone. Can we really dim the sun to stop global warming? Well, temperatures on the multi-millennial cycle downtrend, enough volcanoes during this grand solar minimum to do the cooling for us. Case in point, one of the earliest season Arctic blasts, minus 30 degrees Celsius, Western Canada, anywhere that's gray, new snowfall records. Not limited to the west, Buffalo, New York, hailstorms with thunderstorms in Ontario, and they want to dim our planet. I think we're doing pretty okay without them on the grand solar minimum natural cooling. And while you're watching the video, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 and click that bell so you can stay subscribed and get the latest updates. Now this is where we need to collectively take a stance as a human race. Can we dim the sun to combat global warming? Searching through the newsfeed, there's 194,000 entries on this, and it covers all the mainstream news media, yet there's only a very small handful of people that are actually in control of this program. They put the only drawback is making the oceans too acidic. They already say that the experiments are already underway in the US as well. When we look at long-term averages over the millennial cycles, we can see that our time frame right now far cooler than the medieval warming period, as well as anything back 3,000–4,000 years ago. Yet somehow we need to now cool our planet with spray in the sky. The volcanoes are taking care of it on their own. There's 40+ erupting volcanoes on our planet due to the grand solar minimum. And when we take a look at the regular 11-year ebb and flow of intensity in our sun's output, internally combusting star doesn't explain this. The electric universe, that's a subject for an entirely different video. When we're looking at cycles, what causes glaciation? What causes it to recede? What causes many ice ages? All the way down to the French-Spanish border, that was Arctic tundra. So you can see our climate's a naturally changing ecosystem. October 30th and 31st, significant snow, high impact Arctic winds, Arctic air, and high impact snows. Let's dissect that down a little bit. Western Canada, that Arctic loop that you see there was a remnant of a typhoon that started all the way down in the Central Pacific, worked its way up past Japan, past the Kamchatka Peninsula, up into the Arctic, and now is swirling back, literally doing a round trip in the Northern Hemisphere. Blast of Arctic air. David Dilley called this so well, talking about more ice in the Arctic ice cap, and we would expect intense polar fronts coming down starting this year right now. And we look at the Arctic air coverage over all of Canada and pulling so far south down to Florida, got a freeze warning. Well, in British Columbia, Western Canada, Fort St. John, all-time record snowfall for this time of the year. Depth, 1.5 feet. Their last recorded 3 inches. That's literally 5.5 to 6 times the average depending on where this was measured. You see that light gray? That's 50 centimeters. That is almost 2 feet. Now Vancouver, not really well known for getting snowfalls anyway. Even late in the season, January, February, it just doesn't snow. It's surrounded by warmer waters. Snow is going to be coming there in the next couple days. Far more than a trace. They're actually talking about significant snowfalls on Vancouver Island. As we go out through the next few days and what has been measured so far, this is record snowfall. Anywhere you're seeing these grays and light grays, record snowfall. Saw what happened? Record snow across Minnesota, breaking the records all the way back to 1933, 1919, 1925. Yet somehow nobody blinks an eye and even mentions this very much, except in the local media where this event happened. Now looking out at the temperature gradient here, you realize where it says Winnipeg, that's the border from Canada and the United States. Look how cold that is. This is Celsius degrees. 32 Fahrenheit equals 0 Celsius. But when we're pushing down at minus 20 C, and it's not even November when these temperatures were recorded, something is amiss. And it's not limited to Western Canada. This is a huge list of temperature records broken in the east coast of the US and Canada as well. And then we got lake effect snow interrupting Halloween in New York. And then over in Buffalo, which is a lake effect area anyway, snow's already dropping. hailstorms and thunderstorms in Ontario blanketing the ground with white. Yet somehow they think we need to dim the sun to like cool down the planet when it's already doing a very good job on its own, and we are entering a grand solar minimum. I think this is a grand distraction. I think this program that you see up in the sky live right now is cosmic radiation management to mitigate the amount of galactic cosmic rays penetrating our atmosphere. We don't need to dim the skies. We need to start thinking about our food production. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video.